So we're going to talk a little Elon Musk. All right. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay. We'll start with the good. No one in the history of mankind, no one has ever made as much money as this guy. It's frigging mind-boggling. I mean, it really is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. But those sheiks, in the Middle East, those motherfuckers are trillionaires. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those dudes are no joke, man. But Elon Musk, 500 bill. Can you imagine $500 billion? I mean, okay, I know that it went down a little bit, but it'll go right back up Tesla stock. It touched on 500, but I think right now, technically, as a real time, it's 436 billion. Ooh, yeah. Like, I can't even. Can you fathom having that type of money? Can you possibly imagine having that type of money? It's frigging crazy. It's insane. I mean, look, just to have, okay, like if a person even had $1 billion, that's like incredible, right? 1 billion. That's like I'll give you an example. Like I was watching Bruce Springsteen, the boss, and he sold his music catalog for like 500 million. Plus, in his career, he made a fortune. So I think he actually topped, he made it to like 1 billion. You see this guy, he's on like mega yachts. He's with, who was he with? Steven Spielberg, Bono. I'm saying Bono. Bono from YouTube. That was kind of funny. Bono, right? Bono. But anyway, I think actually should change his name to Bono. Sounds funny. Bono. But anyway, I mean, he's living like an insane rock star life, right? Bruce Springsteen, with $1 billion. Like, I mean, like an insane, like crazy, like life. Like he's like friggin' Paris. Like you can't live. Can you imagine $500 billion? It's frigging crazy. Okay, so that's the good. So now we're going to talk about the bad, and then we're going to talk about the ugly. The bad and the ugly are kind of similar. I don't believe that a person who has that type of money, if you want this is just my opinion. You could have your opinion, and I could have my opinion. You have to help people. You have to help animals, everything. You have to help the whole world. This dude's focus is on Mars, like this friggin' guy. He's on spaceships, rocket ships, Mars. He's got to worry about Earth a little bit. I understand you want to worry about Mars and all that shit, but you got to worry about people on Earth. Now, what's crazy about someone like Elon Musk is that he could take, I want you to think about this. Let's say he had $500 billion. He could take $100 billion and literally just throw it into the ocean. It doesn't matter to him. He'll have $400 billion left. Like $100 billion means nothing to this guy. Now, I'm sure that some of the world's, most powerful, banks, possibly even through the United States of America where they offer certain bonds, there's a possibility because I mean, you're talking big numbers here. We're talking huge numbers. He could take $100 billion. And let's just say if it's through the government, the United States or something. And then, again, it could be less. I'm just trying to make the math easy. Let's call it 10% interest rate. He could take $100 billion, 10% interest rate. So you're talking about what? $10 billion a year, which is not even affecting his principal. It's not affecting his principal. Not meaning this dude's not even losing a penny. And $10 billion. He could take that money and give it to so many people who are starving, homeless, all over the world. And don't tell me that won't make a difference. $10 billion a year is a lot of money. A lot of money, okay? I don't know if he's doing that. Look, again, I'm sure he's a philanthropist, and I'm not taking anything away from the dude. Okay, I'm sure he does good things. I'm sure he does. But come on, $500 billion, you should be doing more than good things. You should be doing phenomenal effort things for the world. That's just my opinion. So you could have your opinion. I read this comment by this psycho Jimmy. He was like, it's his money. He could do what he wants. Jimmy, nobody, no one human being deserves that type of money. Come on, man. You hear about like people like who is it? Andrew Carnegie. Remember him? Carnegie Hall. We all know that, right? He literally gave. I think like at the end of his life, he gave away all his money, like literally every single dollar of it. And a lot of people actually have done that. He's not alone. But I'm just saying, like when you have $500 billion, that's some crazy money, man. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, Elon should be doing a lot to help people. A lot. And I'm not, you know what it was? I got pissed off over that comment that he made with the United Nations. They have the World Hunger Program, and they're reaching out to billionaires saying, come on, let's raise $6 billion. And I don't think that $6 billion is certainly not enough money to end world hunger. I mean, it would help, but Elon came back very sarcastic. He's like, if you could show me a program, I want to see where all the money is spent. I want to see if the program makes sense, it'll end, world hunger. I'll sell Tesla stock. I'll give you the $6 billion. He was being sarcastic. He was being a jerk off. Obviously, he knows it's not going to end world hunger. Now, I'm actually going to, like I said before, I'm going to go on Elon's side. There's a lot of corruption going on out there. I don't trust nobody. Especially these charities. Like I told you, one time I read the CEO of United Way, I believe, was making like 20, 30 million a year. This is supposed to be a charity. How could a CEO be making 20 or 30 million a year? So look, if I was Elon Musk, can I tell you what I would do? If I was Elon Musk, okay, I would do everything myself. I wouldn't deal with the UN. I wouldn't deal with any 501c charities or any charities. I would do everything literally myself. And like I said, he doesn't even technically even have to spend his own money. He could figure out a way to get interest. Like I said, let's even go with 10 billion. Let's say he takes 10 billion, and again, let's just say it's a fixed rate of 10%. I understand it could be more, it could be less. We're using this purely as an example. That's $1 billion a year. He could take $1 billion. The dude could just hand out money to people who are homeless, who are starving. Be like, yeah, change their lives. You know what I mean? Here's $10,000. Here's 20,000, and it means nothing to him. It means nothing. It's interest. It's not even money that's affecting his principal. But this dude's mind is on friggin' Mars. That's what that's his thing. I don't know. What are you going to do? Everybody's different. If I had $500 billion, man, I would help a lot of people. I helped people in my life and with very limited resources I had in my life. And I've helped a lot of people. I'm at a point right now. See, only you did because I eat so good. You have to understand, it's called emotional eating. I'm under a lot of stress with my wife dealing with stage 4, cancer. But, we'll make that another video. This video is about Elon Musk. But, my wife tells me, she goes, go enjoy yourself. Because you have to try to understand, we have to make the holidays happy for the kids too. That's what all these haters don't understand. It's like they kind of want us all to be effing miserable. That's what they want us to be, like sit at home, cry, And then what about the kids? You know what I mean? We have to make it magical for them. We have to make Christmas magical. And that's what I did. And that's what my wife did too. We did it together as a team. So if people don't understand that, they don't understand that. They could go after themselves. But anyway, get back to Elon. With 500 bill, you should be doing a lot. You should be doing a whole effing lot to help people. I think Elon's whole thing is he looks at money in a different way than we look at money. Like he looks at money as a way to further advance technology and further advance, space and, multi planets that we could live on and travel to, and that's the way he looks at money. But he has to also understand while he's doing all of this advancements and multi-planet civilizations, there are people on Earth that are effing starving, that are freezing in this weather, that have nothing, no home, nothing. Okay. And I just think that, look, I get it. You're a workaholic. He's a genius. The guy's a genius. But maybe take a step back from technology, advancement, Mars, Pluto, Jupiter, Neptune, all that shit, and just think for a second. You have $500 effing billion, and there are people who don't even have 5 cents. And maybe, just maybe, you might want to consider to help those people. And again, I'm not saying he's not. I'm sure he's a philanthropist. But the question is, don't you think he could do a lot more? Don't you think he could do a lot more with that type of money? What's your opinion? Video's not financial advice. Not a financial planner. I'm not a financial advisor. But I'm the greatest entertainer that I can tell you who's ever lived on planet Earth, the Milky Way, and all the universe, baby. I'm the one and only eighth father in the house. Wow, baby. Oh.